Many are wondering what the Office of the Services Commissions is hiding in relation to the terms of employment for the Police Commissioner of Jamaica, Anthony Anderson, and other senior civil servants. Of course, many persons are quite concerned over this matter. The issue has taken on greater attention by the public as the Office of the Services Commission chooses to finalize the process to extend the contract for the Commissioner of Jamaica. Their plan is to extend the contract by 3 years, despite the concerns about the country's persistent dangerous activities problems. Concern coming from the public is that their request is in relation to access to information, and they would like to be aware of the contents of the employment contracts of senior civil servants, such as permanent secretaries and individuals working in the tax administration of Jamaica. Of course, they have linked their request to the Access to Information Act of Jamaica. Some persons have made their queries, and they have said that their queries are in keeping with the provisions that have been set out in certain Access to Information Act or requests. However, the response coming from the Office of the Services Commission is that in keeping with the provisions that have been outlined in regulations in relation to the same Access to Information regulations of 2003, the questions are therefore being examined for a determination to be made. Since the issue became a public matter, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, along with Dr. Horace Chang, have expressed their concerns as well. Even the opposition People's National Party has weighed in. Some persons who are advocating for transparency in Jamaica have stated that they believe firmly that Jamaican taxpayers have the right to obtain knowledge about how their public funds are being spent. And even in the matter of how persons are employed in terms of senior civil servants, they should be made aware of the compensation packages that these individuals have access to. As it stands at the moment, the Office of the Services Commission, which is the administrator for the 3 service commissions which recommend appointments to critical public posts, have not had an issue where they have stepped away from the matter. Their stance still remains. They have provided new information to the Jamaican public. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, along with the Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang, and many persons from civil society groups, have emphasized that the Jamaican populace has a right to this information. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has emphasized as well that there may be legal issues blocking the disclosure of this information. He says that this would be addressed, and when this matter is fully addressed, the public may eventually have access to these documents once they are released. Many, however, question whether there are legal issues in relation to this matter. Some have also suggested that this may be the case. However, the recommendation is that as long as all the individuals follow the necessary procedures and processes, the information should be shared. Prime Minister Holness had mentioned that he had advised the Attorney General, Marlene Malahoo Fort, to speak about the legal related matters in terms of these employment contracts for senior civil servants. Jamaican populace is still awaiting that explanation that was requested of the Attorney General Marlene Malahoo Fort. According to Dr. Horace Chang, who is the Minister of National Security, he is suggesting that a way was being found for the documents to be released to the public. He said that discussions will be held, and of course they will be working together to see how they can proceed in relation to this matter. However, he said that he's not going to give any instructions in relation to the release of this information in a public space. The Jamaican populace has no knowledge about the salaries that are being paid to the tax commissioner, nor to the police commissioner of Jamaica. However, it is not even clear whether there are specific performance-related clauses in these employment contracts. And of course, they are not aware if these two individuals are being evaluated at different intervals during the contractual period. The police commissioner's new contract is scheduled to be renewed this year, as the existing contract would have expired on March 19th. There is also no information coming in relation to the signing of the new contract. Nor the police commissioner, nor Professor Gordon Shirley, who is the chairman of the Police Services Commission. But of course, many have said that the document has received all the required approvals. But of course, it was for the Office of the Services Commission to handle all of the necessary administrative processes in relation to this employment contract. The Office of the Services Commission has said that their question is, on what basis will the people of Jamaica not have a right to know how much they pay to the Commissioner of Police or how much they pay to the Tax Commissioner? Another person have said that while salaries may be of interest to the public, the introduction of contracts to the public service as part of a performance measuring tool gives greater imperative for disclosure of this information. The police commissioner's contract would not be subject to the same kind of scrutiny as would be the contract of someone else who is employed using the direct employment route. It was further explained that contracting as a means of employment is a departure from the general approach to hiring persons to posts approved by Parliament. Another individual has weighed in and said that because of citizens' constitutional rights to the receipt of information, there would need to be an especially compelling reason for the withholding or the maintaining of a secretive approach to the contract or the salary of senior public officials that are paid from public funding. The police commissioner has a responsibility for the Jamaica Constabulary Force, while of course the person at the Tax Administration Jamaica, Mr. Powell, has a responsible and authorized directive to manage the tax administration of Jamaica, as well as to enforce the necessary tax legislation and work towards the collection of government revenue from the Jamaican populace. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do you think that this information should be released to the Jamaican populace, or that all of these compensations that are being paid to the two commissioners in Jamaica should remain a secret? It is our money that they are being paid from, and of course we deserve to know how they are being evaluated and how they are being paid. Thanks for watching.